think we should mention him, or I guess he'll just pop in and we'll throw it over. Whatever, we'll message each other. Okay, 3, 2. Hello again, wrestling fans. It is really nice to be back. I feel like we've been gone for, months? And
welcome back!
Wow, thank you. I don't know if I told Gary, but we are now in front of a live studio audience, and that was one of thousands of fans here that yelled welcome back. So thank you, and try to keep it down during the show. First of all, happy birthday to Alicia Edwards from Superfan and my good friend Richard Robles, and of course us. We got some breaking news before we get to Gary, who's going to break down the TNA titles, which just came out. But first, Top Dolla, a.k.a. AJ Francis, announced he will be at Hard to Kill.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is AJ Francis.
He posted a cool thing on Twitter where he was at the Citrus Bowl, I believe. Gary, you can correct me if I'm wrong, with DJ Woo Kid, who are debuting a music video for We Outside. I don't know what that is. We Outside Live, whatever. Outside Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill. And the other dude has on a TNA, a sweatshirt, whatever it is, TNA merch. Like, this is just really cool. My first thing was I laughed. I'm like, oh man, they got this dude for whatever.
I think it was a denim jacket, Jay. I think that's what he was wearing.
Like, whatever it was a cool TNA merch thing like that you don't usually see. And like, he's literally walking in a circle, this dude, like to show off the. And then and this Top Dolla, like I'm clicking through it, he's got like the logo popping up, like I don't know, just very good, really good promotion by that guy. And I don't know if he's gonna stick around or whatever, but we'll see. So now the TNA has new titles, kind of a huge deal, such a huge deal. We're gonna bring someone else in, really important to talk about it. But Gary, what were your first thoughts? We got the X Division, I think, yesterday or over the weekend, and we literally have more breaking news as they just revealed the TNA World Tag Team Championships exactly 1 hour ago. It is on YouTube and probably Twitter.
From what I'm seeing for both sets of titles, I think this is really much needed, only because like we're putting a new can of paint on the whole product, and I think you kind of have to represent the new rebirth of TNA, and this gets people hooked because if this is the start of some good things, the titles is a good way to start.
Yeah, I guess I agree. I can do a whole thing about, well, they should have done this first and this first and this first, but there is something to the whole there is something to the whole like presentation thing.
Oh,
like you're saying, you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, there's definitely a whole list of other things I would much rather trade the titles in for, like staging, production, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I do get the idea of it, just because you were saying about present, the new promotion or supposed to be and looks different. So I'm cool with it for that. The X Division title though, it looks extremely similar to me. And one thing I don't like is they're already not. What the hell's the word? Everything's got to be the same. Well, they're not all the same. Like the X Division title has a black. I don't know what the hell the word is. Whatever the belt is actually on. It's got like the black background thing, where you lock the belt up and all. But then the the Tag Division ones are super red. I don't know if you saw that, Gary, but I'm talking like red. Yeah, I
think you had mentioned that.
Yeah. And we love red.
Kind of look very.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it does look a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I love the original, the last X Division title, and this one's cool too. I just don't like and I like the new tag titles, but it's just, I don't like that red. It just looks, I don't know, it kind of looks a little like fake. Like they had a title like this in the past. I think it was the white maybe Knockouts title. I don't know. I think titles don't look good like when it's not black on the background. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see where that would be a problem too, because it is the nostalgia factor, and you kind of want to keep a bit of the mix, as you say, with the two.
Okay. Well, now I'm ready to just shut the fuck up as we hand it over to our good friend, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. BQ. BQ, how do you feel about the new TNA X Division Championship title? Go right ahead.
The new X Division Championship belt is out.
Speed it up.
This has to be one of the best titles, best belts they have presented on this show in years.
Okay. A little bit too slow there, BQ. I'm going to just mute you. Nice of you to pop on. We'll maybe get back to you in a bit. Gary, do you agree? One of the best ever? This new one? I mean, I don't know. I the X Division one. He's just talking about in general here. And he's on mute. So feel free with whatever say. He can't respond right now.
Honestly, I do think it is the best, Jay.
Well, what's your... Okay, so this X Division, really? You think so? Okay. Well, I'm not arguing.
Honestly,
I'm looking at it, and it's really nice with the black. I mean, it's very similar to the last one, which I loved.
Yeah, I did too.
So it's really just like the little more red in the TNA logo. I mean, it is very nice, and I like it. Well, and I definitely like. See, I'm kind of getting it stuck in my head with these new tag titles, which I'm staring at also. So.
Yeah, well, with the X Division title, I just like the plate size. I think it's perfect. It's that kind of like that big league feel. Something that I'm hoping that with them putting this extra love into the title for the X Division, they have much bigger plans for it.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Maybe they don't have much plans for the tag divisions. But again, I don't like it being different. Like, they would always be the same. And son of a bitch!
I didn't know. Steiner's joining us today too, Jay.
Nope, they didn't. They didn't catch me. Not today. Maybe next time. All right. So yeah. Whatever. So the X Division one is pretty awesome, and I don't know about the TNA ones. Let us know in the comments. And got more to get to here. A lot more to get to. Should probably mention the crazy ass Chris Jericho news that happened over the weekend, or over the week. Not really sure. I get confused with wrestling stuff. Kind of happens very quickly and all that. But so Chris Jericho, it kind of came out, and then it got like, and then the dude kind of like turned back. Nick Houseman from Wrestling Inc., I believe, or House of Houseman.
It went pretty viral.
Yeah, he mentioned. He had a beef with Jericho, so he waited for the perfect time to drop that. The Jericho, there was rumors years ago about Jericho was the reason Kylie Ray left AEW. There was some kind of, backstage hotel thing that like 99% went down, the hotel part, based on everyone I've listened to. And Jim Cornette, who, like him or not, he doesn't make shit up about, stories. Like, maybe he'll make shit up about people he doesn't like fucking around and jokes, but like even Dave, who I don't like when these guys talk about history, like, they don't lie. So whatever. I'm pretty sure something happened. I mean, I think most people are. Jericho did something with the girl, and then they made her sign an NDA, and then she left, and she can't talk about it ever again. So Houseman put something out about this, and she put a heart after it, which is basically saying, yeah, this definitely happened, because she can't say anything. She signed an NDA. You know what I mean? Like, people are giving her shit for not responding, but she didn't sign the fucking NDA. That's the point. And Cornette was talking about how Tony has everyone sign NDAs. And he was like, could you imagine if Vince? He's like, Vince doesn't do that.
Well, I just thought something was really funny at the time, because, like, she was so excited about being in TNA, and then you made a good point. Like, they mentioned the Jericho Cruise at one point, and then around that time, I wonder, too, if maybe she thought there was a chance that Chris Jericho was coming in, and, like, then she started kind of losing herself,
Yeah,
which
I'm
is
not
a shame
positive about the timing about that, but I mean, it might be. I feel like I was looking back, and I just couldn't find it, because
no, I think it was around the same.
Like, it might have, and we don't know. Like, I don't know when they mentioned the Jericho Cruise, but like, I could totally, or like, she just signed and she didn't realize these guys are best friends with Jericho. That was literally the words of Jim Cornette. Jericho got his best friend's jobs, and that was another thing that pissed me off this week that I read and I kind of put together, that Chris Jericho. So Chris Jericho, this was a story from Dave Meltzer from 1985. No, it wasn't 1985. It was, I don't remember the hell when it was, but it was an actual story from Dave Meltzer, like from the newsletter, about how Impact Wrestling was destined, quoted, destined, or Jericho was destined to go to Impact Wrestling, right? Days later, or like the same week, I'm sorry, this was in the same article, where he's talking about how Jericho's relations or whatever, his power in Ontario got him connected to the owners of Anthem. And he put in a good word about his great friends who never done anything wrong, Mr. Don Callis and Scott D'Amore, because there are so many snakes in the wrestling business, is what Jericho said. And he needs good people like that, or, something like that. But that's... And then Jericho didn't show up. So it sounds to me like Jericho fucked Anthem saying, hey, you're going to get me? You're not only going to get me, you're going to get these two geniuses that are going to be around forever after I leave. And then Jericho doesn't show up, fucks them, leaves them with Don Callis, who ends up getting into a sexual harassment thing with Scarlett. And now Scott is openly having sex with one of his employees, and it's crazy to me. I actually mentioned it to Dave Penzer. I jumped into, I just picked really good timing, and I jumped into this whole thing with I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand why Giselle and Scott isn't talked about. Like, why is it the end of the world whenever someone else is fucking someone? And I get it, because they're together, and I get the difference. But he's the goddamn president of a fucking company. Like, no one else can get away with that without it being a story. So I just threw it in there to Penzer, and I got 28,000 views. 28,000 views on Twitter. I got like 30 followers.
Well, see, this is a part of the business in today's era of wrestling. It makes it unfortunate because, like, say you're looking at the days in, the Hulk Hogan Twilight years, you didn't know about things.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like, it made wrestling so much more enjoyable.
Oh, yeah.
But then it's these little, rumblings backstage, like you're hearing about relationships. And to me, it just takes away from the wrestling scene.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, well, that's life. And that's one thing I don't like about Meltzer, but also I have to mention this one because they were all going back and forth. And I didn't like, my point was I didn't like Penzer standing up for Jericho because he was like, well, what proof do you have? And I didn't have fucking any proof at the time. But I mean, afterwards I listened to Cornette, who basically said, like, a lot of this is true. I'm not going to say it's true. Or Brian Last, his guy did. Like, I don't want to say they verified it, but like basically, if you listen to them, and so I just
you said there was something that went on with Scarlett. Is that what you said?
Yeah, Don and Scarlett.
Oh wow, I did not know that. I always thought he put her over big time on
now you know why.
Yeah. Okay. So he's pretty much just.
He was trying everything. He was trying everything possible to get in there, and he couldn't. So
okay.
That quietly went away. Probably some NDAs got signed again. It's gross. Whatever. So before I forget it, so I wrote. I'm not a journalist. I'm just someone looking in who happens to own a website, alldistractions.com. It's a little baby that's only 3 months old, but already profitable. The point is, know your roles. You're pro wrestling monkeys, and most bow down to Dave Meltzer, who doesn't even use facts. That one got 28,000 views. Really happy about that one because I mean it is, and it's like they're all friends. It's a friends group. It is literally like, you know what I mean? Because Penzer's friends with Jericho and TNA and Scott, so he's gonna stick up for them, and then other people who were against them, like this dude Houseman, who literally has issues with Jericho because he got like slighted or some shit. Of course he's gonna be going against. Like, it's just such bullshit. Also, okay, let me just jump over to the knockouts now. I also tweeted, remember last year's Knockouts Ultimate X? It was fucking awesome. What the hell happened? And then I did a Vegas odds. Not sure. Let's see if Gary agrees with this. Here's my Vegas odds on the Ultimate X match. We have Tasha at 2-1. Everyone else that isn't Giselle at 8-1. And then Giselle at 65 billion to 1. Do you think? You think that's a bit harsh? Because I'm just going by history, where she's lost something like 25 straight title matches and has never won one.
No, that's totally fair because I believe Tasha won the first Ultimate X, didn't she, last year or something? I think she's already won.
Shit,
I think she won it.
She's not winning 2. Damn it.
Who knows? She might make history, early history.
Okay, I mean that could be a good way to like kind of push her again,
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have the names on the top of your head?
Oh, that were in that the last time?
No, for this year's.
For this year.
I'm looking. Sorry, I'm pulling it up and I'm looking again, and yeah, that really is a nice title. Good job, VQ. You're right, and maybe I'll maybe we'll let you back onto this call in a second. We'll see. Me and Gary kind of rolling right now, so doing our thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. What are you saying?
Oh, I could bring it up to see if it has like anything.
James Drake.
What's that?
Forget it. Zach Gibson.
Okay,
James
it has.
Drake. Oh, okay.
Okay, I got the names, Jay. I got.
Take
Danny
it
Luna, Alicia Edwards, Tasha Steeles, Jody Threat, Zia Brookside.
Okay, Jody has no chance. Zia has no chance.
And Giselle.
Okay, maybe they finally pulled the trigger on Giselle for the new year, and to shut me up on Twitter. One little thing I did not like about the titles, which was mentioned by my boy EJ Fulbright from Just Another Pro Wrestling Group, is when they did these, like Chris Sabin, they give Chris Sabin the title. You know what I mean? Like they hand him a new title, but then they show pictures in the background of Sabin posing with the new title already. So it's like, no, you're liars. You didn't just reveal the title to him. You already fucking took pictures with them. I mean, no big deal, but it's kind of not what.
But I do agree with you there, though. He should have kind of kept it more concealed, like kind of like, they're like a.
Hey, where did you get it from? More like a boxer.
Reveal.
I was picturing like a box. I don't know. Maybe it's because I recently watched your unboxing video at Gary's. What the fuck's it called now?
Oh, movie crypt.
Gary's movie crypt, which is back. Get the hell over there. We should have mentioned it early.
I made 2 videos since we went on our little vacay from the channel here.
Yeah, Gary's preparing to move on without me. Kind of a dick move, but it happens. Okay, this one might be a bit. I don't know if I should even go there. Fuck it. This one might be a bit rough, but I believe it's true. I think Impact has too many people behind the scenes who are not straight. As in gay, bi, trans, whatever. And I mean, I've had this pointed out to me by multiple people. Like, because I'm not going to lie, I talk about it. Like, it's not like a huge thing. I'm not like I'm not against anything or anyone except Scott and TNA and Voices of Wrestling and Garrett Kidney. But like, none of that has to do with gay, straight, or whatever. And like, I just feel like if you have too many of the same people behind the scenes, your agenda will start to show. And I think it has with Impact, how the Knockouts division is not the same as it ever was. Like, I don't think it's ever been like this in terms of, like, I don't know, I'm guessing Rosemary returns and Allie returns. Like, but if that doesn't happen, like, the Knockouts are terrible right now compared to how incredible they usually always are. Like, there was a point where they could literally say they were better than WWE, and now it's not even close. Like, WWE has 5.
No, I know. No.
WWE probably has 15 girls better than the best Knockout. It is what it is.
Oh.
And like, that's crazy. Like, what the hell happened? And I don't know. It just reminded me of Disney. Like how Disney is just shoving. Well, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just my analysis on it, Jay. I think a big thing is like we don't have those Awesome Kong, Gail Kim moments. Very much like we did on this past Thursday. They did a recap of the rivalry between the two, and like we don't have anybody that really can put on a good rivalry right now. I don't know what it is. It's just
I don't think that's it. I think it's just the terrible booking or non-booking. Like, why can't there be a fucking great rivalry? Why can't there be a great rivalry? Because of the writing, you know what I mean? Like, of course, Gail. Okay, it's not gonna be as good as Gail and fucking Kong because like they just had the size thing. Like, that was perfect.
Well, and the thing is, like, they were on the same page and like, knew each other really well in and out of the ring.
But I mean,
like,
even let's not go far at all. What is the main event for Hard to Kill?
Moose and Alex Shelley, I believe, right?
Okay. Now, is that like a really big rivalry, or you know what I mean? It's just Moose caught the briefcase. That's what it's about. The women's title match, they both respect each other, which has been going on for like fucking 6 months, and I'm so tired of it. Like, that's such an AEW thing where they shake hands after every match. Like, they want to be AEW. They want to be AEW like so bad, and it makes me crazy. Like, why not? If you want to be someone, why not want to be WWE? Shoot for the fucking stars if you're gonna steal.
I agree.
Now, I'm not sure where the whole gay and straight thing went to or was leading. And I don't know. Here's what I have written down. I don't think it makes any sense coming after that, but kind of how Disney is falling apart because they are clearly led by woke morons. Oh, yeah, that's the similarity. I think Impact is also led by woke morons at the moment. But this part is different. Disney thinks they need to shove women leads down our throats when there have been women leads forever. You know what I mean? Ripley, Alien. I mean, is she not one of the best leads of all time? Like, forget about male or female.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely put her up there, and like quite high on heroines, you know.
and I think this is a great example. I was watching Prey again recently, and I don't think anyone talks about that as in like being a female-led movie. Just that it's an awesome fucking movie, but it is a female-led movie. I never even heard of that girl. They didn't push it as such, but it is, and like people can turn it right now and say that's the best fucking female-led movie of the last few years. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that shit didn't come from Disney, and they didn't shove it down anybody's fucking throats like, oh, this is what we do, this is what we have. And yeah, I don't know. I think I just wanted to complain about Disney there. So
I think everybody does, Jay.
It's just such a disaster. I mean, I listened to this dude, the drinker or whatever, and he's so good. He nails everything. Like they were like ahead of this by like a year. Like, this just ain't gonna work. No one's gonna care. And it's right. Like, even with wrestling, the audience, who is the audience for superhero in wrestling? Is it men or is it women? Like, is it even close? Is that even a close question? Like, that's a ridiculous question. Like, it's close to men. Like, I can't. I don't even need to look at the numbers. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably silly.
Oh, yeah. But we do have a little bit positive news out of the backstage stuff.
Yeah, no, sorry. We do have a bunch of positive news. Gary, go right ahead, leading off with your... Oh, also got to mention, TNA changed pretty much everything. So it's TNAWrestling.com now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what I was going to mention, guess it was... I don't know if I saw it on a wrestling site or on Asylum or wherever, but I saw that Mackenzie Mitchell mentioned something about possibly doing a one-off.
That'd be cool.
If things were to fall into place, you know, like they got their okay from WWE or whatever, she said she'd be more than willing to come back. So, I mean, that'd be interesting in itself, which is cool. Exactly what you need to, heading into a rebirth of TNA.
Well, I saw something even better, or no, not better, similar, because Mackenzie's awesome and smoking, but who the hell was it? Oh God, I'm blanking. Oh, Velvet. Velvet was like, since TNA is returning, I thought I'd post some knockouts, like some old Beautiful People stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. I think we heard like she might be doing some stuff with them in the future.
I don't know why there hasn't been like more presence of her. Like, it seems like she did the
yeah, totally. Yeah, totally.
Like, where the hell?
Again, I think it's on them. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'd make her the goddamn GM or something. Who do you think people want to look at more?
The knockout.
Who do you think people want to look? I mean, even let them take Scott's on-screen job. You think people want to look at Scott or her? Let's get real. It's a man's show. Men are watching this. Like, they should really think about that shit.
I'm sure she's pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's good. I wrote that. I posted about her like a week ago. She just posted this insane. I don't know how to say this another way, so just an insane video of her amazing rack. I mean, that's what it was. It was on Instagram. It was just like a zoom in.
Let's be fair. Taz used to coin the phrase with "left the pigeons."
Yes. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, I should have said pigeons. Maybe sounded better there. Whatever. Just seeing a lot of things here. TNA Plus is streaming right fucking now. If anybody's got that, let me know. Anything else on there? Here's what. Okay, so this is the best. This is the best thing. It's not. See, I didn't realize this. It's $9.99, which I complained about is too much. But Hard to Kill you get. Did you even know that?
For $9.99, you're going to get Hard to Kill.
Yeah.
Are you sure that?
Gary, I know how to read. Gary, I know how to read. That was the whole point of it. Ready? TNA Plus is streaming now, and plans start at $9.99 a month. Plus, for the first time ever, TNA pay-per-views are available to purchase on TNA Plus, starting with Hard to Kill. Oh, wait. Available to purchase. Oh.
You got to get the yearly thing, I believe.
Oh, my bad.
That part that sucks. And
all right, well, then I go back to what I originally said. $9.99 is way too fucking much.
Oh, well, I mean, it is. I mean, I kind of get the price adjustment though, because like everything that like I've noticed my bills all going up a few.
And aren't some TV apps $5.99 these days?
Yeah, it's probably so, but like I don't know why they can't. Like, I don't know why they're not in a place yet where they can't just give people like an extra big bargain on a pay-per-view if you're going to get the network or whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly
kind of a bump.
That's exactly what they should be doing. Yes, maybe there's something about with the whole streaming thing with the WWE people. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows how that's working. Okay, I have a question for Gary right now. Are we going to be recording again before Hard to Kill?
No, likely not. It's this Saturday, Jay.
So should we do a quick Hard to Kill preview?
If you want to. All I'll say is we just all impacted this Thursday. Really was just recap like the first match ever, and you pretty much, if you've been a TNA fan for the last 20 years, you pretty much lived all of this stuff. So, but
again, I mean, I keep saying this. My friend Christian Thompson, established writer at tjrwrestling.net, agreed with me on like, how are they having their first TNA pay-per-view? Not even a bullshit special, a pay-per-view. When it's been, 90 days since they've had a show? Something like that?
Yeah, it kind of makes you wish they would have had
60 days, maybe. Like, could they have picked a worse fucking time to bring back TNA? Like, I can't imagine what the viewership is for last week. 20,000
at least. Well, they could have just took advantage of. You there, Jay?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay. It sounded like it went dead air. Well, I don't know why they didn't go to Skyway Studios, say, this week, coming out of the new year, and like just shoot an episode building to Hard to Kill, like
exactly something. I mean, I could not believe they've been off for so long, and
some new content of some form.
Sure. Do you remember the last new content they had?
I don't know. Did we classify the Mexico?
That's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, kind of, but
I think that's the last.
Kind of, but I mean, I'm not even sure that totally counts.
Yeah, I don't either. And before that, I think it was at least a couple weeks prior to that we even had anything, that was semi-new.
It's insane. And again, it goes back to they think everyone is on Twitter thing. Like, how else does the world know that TNA is back? Unless you go to their website or, social media and stuff. But
it has been, I don't know if you noticed, but it's been trending still on Twitter.
Yeah, though, so yeah, and that's nice and all, but I don't know. I mean, Twitter to me is it's such. I got 27,000 views on something that meant nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. I'm sure 1,000 of them were real, and the rest were fucking robots. Like, I don't know. So Hard to Kill. I mean, I don't want to say it's fucking random, but how is it not random? Where the hell did Alex Hammerstone come from? Like, he was never on Impact TV. You know what I mean? And he's facing Josh of all people. Like, it's going to be a sick match, but it's just.
At one point, he did get a tryout, and it didn't. I don't know if it didn't,
what are you
work
out. Years? You talking years ago?
I don't think it was years ago. I think it might have been just like last year. And like, I couldn't believe that they dropped the ball
Impact said no to Hammerstone.
Yeah, originally, I believe. Yeah.
Well, there's one for all the Scott lovers out there who, man knows talent, doesn't he? Saying no to Hammerstone, but picking up Oleg Prudius.
Especially, Jay, with him being in the heavyweight, everything that we need right now, we need to bolster the heavyweight division, and it was a no-brainer to bring him in. Totally. I wouldn't even let.
I can't believe that was a thing, and I can't believe that was a thing, and I missed it, and I really want to yell about it right now, but I'm not in the mood. I feel like I got that out of my system early. But yeah, I mean, like, seriously, you're going to sign Vladimir Kozlov and not Hammerstone? Yeah. And I mentioned Kozlov because he probably makes decent money. You know what I mean? Being an ex-WWE guy, he might make more than Hammerstone. I would not be surprised. Same for Dango. Like, I would bet Dango makes more money than Hammerstone. Like, Hammerstone probably doesn't make it. It's not like he's like a huge free agent from WWE. That would have been a perfect goddamn guy. But whatever, he is on the show. So, Gary's favorite, three pre-show matches.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this. It's a special hour pre-show or something.
I mean, I guess if it's free, then maybe that's smart because it's the first one. But I mean, again, instead of 3 matches, how about fucking a video, people talking about TNA? How about, you know what I mean? Instead of Eric Young being on the goddamn pre-show with Kazarian and Eddie Edwards, literally 3 of the best talents they have. No, Eddie, Eric Young, and Kazarian.
Or hell, why not?
On the pre-show. Well, I mean,
on
Jesus,
the pre-show, why not see if you can sign some names for one night, like an Amazing Red, and like have some kind of gauntlet, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Kind of
reverse fucking battle royal, bro.
Yeah.
Sure, it's stupid, but it's TNA. Like, I really think that's what fans thought when we all saw TNA was returning. And this is just such a random effing card, like Swan and Macklin fighting again. Like I said, Eddie and Myers versus EY and Kazarian. I don't know why. That's a pointless match. Dreamer and Crazy Steve is the only match that seemingly matters. If you care about that, which I stopped caring about a long time ago. And then I really don't like how the grizzled young veterans get a tag title match when they just popped in. Like, what was the point of having...
Yeah, they shot a vignette.
Yeah.
Out of it now they're on the title scene,
like especially on a night when
they're not going to win, but
especially
they're likely not.
No, they're definitely not going to win. I mean, there's no chance. I mean, I don't know these. I really don't know what Scott's booking and what the hell he's thinking, and with who's signed and with maybe who's not signed. I mean, are the Rascals going to be around forever? Is ABC going to be around forever? Like, I don't fucking know. But they did just pose with the title, so that's cool. I do like the Sabin. I mean, that's probably going to be the 6th match of the night, but it's so random. Sabin versus Vikingo versus Kushida. Like, those are probably 2 of the most fun fucking wrestlers in the world, but, like, there's no story, there's nothing.
Oh, yeah, that should be an exciting... that's an X division. Is that classified as X, right? I didn't know, because some wrestlers are kind of...
Yeah, because Sabin's champ.
Oh, okay.
But also, there's not one goddamn...
David.
Oh, yeah, sorry. There's not one... sorry, there is one. The Knockouts X match is the only gimmick match. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I thought it was TNA. And I don't count, like, 3-ways or 4-ways or no DQs. Like, I don't know. Maybe I should say fun gimmick matches or whatever. I just thought that would be more of a TNA thing, and they'd bring it back. And this just looks like a regular Impact card. And I don't know, just kind of bummed me out. Like,
my thing is with gimmick matches with the current roster for the Knockouts is like, I don't know if there's anybody really that could put on like a convincing.
Well, that's also fair.
You know what I mean? Because like a lot of them are kind of like.
No, there's not actually.
They're not really used to like the gimmick matches, really.
Right now, at this point, there's probably no one outside of Trinity who is supposedly leaving, like right after the match, or
hopefully
something.
We don't get
or something like that.
Hopefully, we don't get a copyright strike for that.
Yeah, but I mean,
go and check some.
So if Trinity leaves, I mean, Jordan Grace is so far and away the best knockout, and like we haven't seen that in years, where there's one knockout who was just miles above the next one. The next one would be Giselle, just going by power rankings, which are in my head, but they're totally 100% because I'm an Impact fan and I still follow this shit. And if you're going by who gets title shots and all that, it's Giselle. She's the number 2 knockout. Maybe if the winner of this match would change it, but I'm looking at it again, and Jesus, unless me and Robles are right, and Allie returns and starts a group here with Alicia. Let's see, we got some fucking creative, man. Come to us, we'll give you creative. Me and Robles, we do this shit for hours. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
For some reason,
there's no chance Zia wins. There's no chance Jody wins. There's no chance Danny wins, right? Like maybe Alicia if they do some kind of gimmicky thing. Maybe Tasha because they want to put her back on top. But I'm thinking might be Giselle's time.
Well, and the thing is, I'm getting this feeling like you've been kind of bringing up Tessa Blanchard, and like she's kind of been hinting things here and there on social media. And I'm kind of getting this feeling. I wouldn't be shocked to see her show up at TNA's Hard to Kill.
Yes, that's one thing. I'm feeling pretty negative about this card, but I feel like a lot of shit can happen where just random people like that show up and it can totally change everything in like one night. Like Tessa alone would be absolutely insane. I'm a Tessa mark. I don't care. I don't know if I've even seen her recently. She looks better than ever somehow. She's a fucking machine. She can just carry the knockouts for a fucking year with Jordan or whoever. Without Jordan, she can carry. That's how good she is. She can wrestle the dudes again. She can do whatever the hell she wants. That's how fucking good she is. But yeah, and then there's other people like that's out there that probably, like you said, Amazing Red, friggin'. Plus, with this WWE deal, who the fuck knows? Maybe they can get like AJ for one night.
Hey, if it'd be worth it just for one night only if we could get them.
I mean, good. Could you imagine the pop? Like, well, from the.
Oh yeah, it'd be all over social media.
I don't want the hundreds in attendance, but whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. I saw that the Grizzly veterans win, and I'm dropping the name Young because I don't think they're that young. So just to me, they're the Grizzly veterans now. And I don't know if you saw, but where the hell did Speedball Mountain come from? Did you even catch that? Speedball Mountain is the name of Mike Bailey and your boy Trent Seven.
Oh my God! No.
Yeah. So Trent Seven. Oh, okay. What was he? Mustache Mountain.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not familiar with Trent.
So the absolutely incredible creative team put together the word Speedball with the word mountain, and they came up with Speedball Mountain. Not even Speed Mountain or like, Jesus, whatever. Oh, God, hire someone in creative for the love of God. It was definitely Jimmy Jacobs doing most of that good work we ever saw in the last few years.
I don't like sticking Speedball in a tag team either.
No, me either,
I think it's a big mistake. I think this guy's only up in with him being a singles competitor.
I mean, but I guess it's also the versatility of Speedball and how fucking fantastic he is. I think I'd rather have seen Josh Speedball. Has that happened yet?
Oh, a match? Yeah, they had a match not too long ago. We might want to mention too. Speedball was chosen. What was he chosen? Wrestler of the Year.
Oh yeah, hell of a job by him. What was it Independence or?
I guess it was.
Impact.
Impact. I think this marks the second year he's won that.
I think he actually won the Independent, but I could be wrong. There's a few different.
Oh man,
there's a few different ones of those, and.
And I'm not sitting here taking credit for anything.
PQ,
I don't work for the damn company.
PQ, what? All right, sorry. He's just babbling over there. I just unmuted him. He was still talking. He thinks he's being recorded this whole time. So I think that's about all the news we have. Other than my Giants beat the ever-living fuck out of Gary's team, the Eagles, yesterday. So much so that someone, I don't know if you saw this, there was literally a part where it looked like one of the Giants was fucking an eagle. Like they had him up in the position in the air, like behind, like tackling him.
Yeah, that's the way it's been for me as an Eagle fan for like the last 5 out of the last 6 weeks. It's been very brutal. I don't even know who they are anymore. I don't think they know.
All right, well, I think that's all we have for this week. And the fuck, Gary, you can, I guess, take this as I check my door 1 second. And the fuck,
what's going on over there, Jay?
Who the hell?